El nuevo Zorrilla se
And
está
here's
de
a
la
look at the starting lineups. Moyano out and right back. Marcelo Silva, Juanpe Hermoso in the back. Captain Alvaro Rubio and Andre Leao in the middle. Razak in goal for Córdoba. Dalmo, Galvez, Hector Rodas, Cisma, Nando, Luso, Victor Perez in the middle. And the big boys up top will be certainly making their presence felt. Chisco Jimenez and Andona. There you see us look at the substitutes. Juan Ángel Portugal and José Luis Oltra will have their full benches. Markovic for Córdoba will be starting off on the bench. He'll be used as a substitute, perhaps, as Markovic, he is the leading assist man on Córdoba, and he'll be certainly missed as Córdoba look to find somebody else to play that provider role, won't they? We're just about to get set. David Medier in the middle. And there's the boys up top. Rodri and Manu de Moral get us started off here from Valladolid. Home side in the purple and white, going from left to right on your screen. Córdoba trying to pull themselves back into a tie for the lead. Deportivo Alavés, they've got 42 points so far. Córdoba, they've got 39 with a chance to make it 42 here today against a much improved Valladolid team. Valladolid has a very ambitious eye on that playoff spot, don't they? As they sit at the moment in 12th place, but really not much separates them from Alcorcón in 6th. That's the playoff spot, 3 through 6, that really makes this Liga Adelante so interesting. And a first shot there from Córdoba, gently taken by Kepa, though. Luso pushing up and making his presence felt, but in the end, it was a rather timid shot from Luso. Here's a chance to spread the legs, stretch the legs, as Hermoso couldn't quite catch up to it, and Mario Hermoso playing out on that left-hand side over there. Be looking to stretch this Córdoba defense. Try to give some width to the attack of Valladolid. Kepa in goal has made the first save of the afternoon. Sun's starting to come out, and that's a decent ball as Valladolid have a chance here. Ball slapped across the face of goal, and wasn't it a chance for Rodri, who had his eyes on nothing but goal. Rodri was cut short of options as Manu de Moral was much too close to try to swing in across the face of goal. And well, Brima will be quite pleased that he didn't have to work for that one. But a momentary lapse defensively for Córdoba opened them up in a moment, as Córdoba have to be vigilant. That ball came from the back. There is head coach Portugal. Sent Tom back, and that's nicely played by Alvaro Rubio in the middle, the captain. There's Miguel Portugal. Look at the coach. He knows the importance of this game, doesn't he? Against a Córdoba side that has certainly impressed here in the early parts of the campaign. This could be a chance. Valladolid in on goal. Valladolid up early in front of the home fans. And what a finish it was. Beautiful stuff from Valladolid. Maybe a bit fortunate as the pass got deflected into the box. And the home squad, Manu de Moral, puts Valladolid up 1-0, and it's certainly the start that Miguel Portugal was hoping for. Jose Luis Oltra won't be happy with Córdoba's defending there. As you see, Manu del Moral looks inside. It went off the hand, didn't it? And fortune favors the home side there. Perfect little 1-2 from Manu de Moral off the hand of the defender. And he takes that ball all the way from just about the half line. Takes a little contact, doesn't he? And oh, how unfortunate if you're Córdoba. Luso went to stretch and try to intercept the pass. At first, Valladolid were hoping for the foul called on the handball, but very well done by David Medie to play advantage. And Valladolid opportunistic with the mistake in the back from Córdoba. And now Córdoba have a sense that maybe they might have to start pushing some numbers forward if they want to maintain a tie at the top of the table in Liga Adelante. Well, something that the home fans will certainly be quite proud of, quite excited about. Manu del Moral. Marcelo Silva all the way up top, and that's strong defending from Córdoba, isn't it? Juan Villar maybe trying to have a run all on his own, cut it back, and that was certainly disappointing from Juan Villar. He's got to be quite happy, Miguel Portugal, with the start here in the opening 6 minutes. Good combination work between Del Moral and Juan Villar, but in the end it was cut out nicely by Córdoba. But the fans can appreciate the link-up play between the two hitmen up top. Alvaro Rubio chasing after it, but Córdoba there first. Here's Victor Pérez. Looks wide, but no one making the run. And so far, Córdoba have been stymied in the opening 7 minutes. Andre Lea over the top again, and no real recipient there, as Brima will be happy to wrap it up. And gotta be thinking Brima's hoping for a bit of possession on the other end of the pitch as Valladolid. Well, Brima pushing all the way up, isn't he? And that's a decent flick on. Nobody on the end of it, though. It was Chisco Jimenez and Andone. Andre Lea was a bit slow in reacting, but fortunately for the home side, here is Juan Villar off the deflection. Villar getting to the end line, knocked off his feet, and Juan Villar, who's been a bit boisterous here in the opening minutes, will track back on defense. But it was always going to be a difficult foul to call, as good defending from Sisma. This is better from Rodri. Not very pleased on the touchline, the Córdoba manager, Oltra. Here now, Marcelo Silva. Wasteful in possession there on the back, and Just a silly pass to give away possession, wasn't it? Córdoba really struggling to find their rhythm, find their swagger here in the first 10 minutes of play. And certainly it's been a bit dampered here with the early goal for the home side. This is brilliant stuff on the far side touchline, and Rodri will hold things up. Rubio now on over to Andre Leao. Not wide. Here is Javi Moyano. Moyano makes the run, expecting it back. Moyano, is he going to get there? Tripped down from behind, and nothing came from the man in the middle, or did it? Things have come to a halt, and well, you see right here, it was a good run from Javi Moyano, and Nando Garcia just got a piece of him, didn't he? And this is going to be a very promising position from over here just outside the box. Second foul committed on Córdoba, and a chance for Mojica. Mojica to take. Sends it low to the front post, off the post, and rebounded back in. What a start. Marcelo Silva, and it's a nightmare beginning for Brima and Córdoba, who are looking to keep pace with league leaders, and Valladolid have other ideas this afternoon. Heads hanging very low so far in the opening 11 minutes. Valladolid, who aren't too prone to scoring. It was a wonderful ball sent in. Brima really had some trouble with it, and it doesn't get any easier of a finish for Marcelo Silva. You see right there, Brima had gone all in to try to make the save, but he spilled it right into the heart of danger, and Marcelo Silva not excusing the mistake. Well, this was exactly what the home fans had in mind as they left their houses this morning, expecting, or at least hoping, for quite the performance from the boys at home. Quickly taken right outside the box off the one touch. That was Nando Garcia. And this game's starting to open up just a bit, isn't it? Kepa, who has had no real difficulties so far, been able to manage everything that Córdoba has thrown at him. Slip pass through the middle, but good defending from Valladolid, who will just take their time. Moyano drew the foul as he pushed up, and here's a chance for Rodri to have a run. Checks up though and waits for some support in the middle. Here is Andre Leao. Mojica looking for the return ball on the 1-2, but Hector Rodas is there, making it a bit more complicated than it needed to be as he concedes a throw in deep in the attacking third. And how about Mojica? Oh, he might have a claim that it could have been, yeah, it could have been Mojica's goal, couldn't it? As we see on the replay, well, you got to think Mojica might stake claim to it. Marcelo Silva was certainly celebrating, though, as, wow, quite the set piece taken from Mojica, the Colombian, who came from Colombia just a few years ago and played at Rayo. Here's another dead ball opportunity from a bit farther out. Brima will be making sure his defensive unit is in position. The wall let him down last time, but this is a chance now, and straight into the hands of Brima, the Ghanaian. Well, Córdoba have to respond, don't they? Because they've come out flat in this match. And here is Fidel. Sisma now. Sisma held it in well, but Valladolid doing a good job to take over possession. And here's Juanpe. Now to Moyano. Lovely stuff from Valladolid, and really impressing the home fans here. Diagonal ball. Two options for Valladolid. Oh, wonderful pass, and he skied it over the crossbar. A great chance for number 3, and Valladolid let it slip through their fingers. How about the ball from the center of the park, right over the top, and the takedown was lovely by Juan Villar. Not a bad idea either, as Rodri was right there looking to punish Córdoba for some very undisciplined defending here in the opening quarter of an hour. Well, Valladolid had a 4-1 thrashing of Tenerife only 4 match days ago. They've certainly started out quite well in this one this afternoon. Oh, lovely stuff from Rubio, and again a chance for Leao to charge at defenders. Tries to look up for, that was Rodri, who was sent to ground. Rubio nods it out wide and hopes that Moyano can get there. Right back to Rubio now. Got to be careful in the middle, does Leao. Over the top, but this time a bit easier for the Córdoba defenders. And you have a look, Rodri, good defending there, wasn't it? Used his body and sent Rodri to the ground, but not having to foul. And Brima took a touch that maybe invited Manu del Moral to have a chase. Here's a good ball out wide. This is Sisma. Sisma now. Foul called, just a late whistle as the referee was just trying to see if there was any sort of advantage to be played. But Marcelo Silva, who will have to wonder, will have to check the official score sheet at the end of the match to see who exactly it was who got the goal. Might have been Mojica, but Marcelo Silva was the one celebrating. Fidel just needed to curl that one a bit farther away from Kepa. It was a bit easy in the end, and both players slipping over there on that far side, but in the end, Valladolid, they earn the throw-in, and you can just see the frustration on the faces of this Córdoba squad. Moyano. Oh, it was a dangerous pass right through the middle, and Córdoba looking to take advantage of him. Perhaps a mistake. Córdoba. Oh, it was a decent ball through, floating Andone. Not quick enough to beat Kepa to it, though. Well, Córdoba, they've got the second most goals. Oof, terrible pass back, and easily taken over by Valladolid. Just sloppy in possession, haven't they been, Córdoba? Oh, wonderful flick around a defender. Got it back to him, did Rodri, and now Moyana. Rodri with a run towards the end line. Great balance from Rodri. He's got options in the middle. Rodri let it go. Brima's there. Who's going to get it? Flick back into the middle, and Valladolid again with a great chance. Not just one, maybe two or three. And Córdoba, they can feel this pressure. Certainly, it was Mojica maybe having a chance for his second goal of the afternoon. Of course, we've got to check to see who that set piece goal is officially awarded to. Javi Moyano, though, he has done well in pushing up from that right back position. And nice ball in one time towards the back post. Valladolid, oof. Man, that was a ambitious attempt, wasn't it? And Valladolid, well, it's been that sort of day. It's been that sort of start. Rodri, have a look at the balance right here as he gets taken to ground, pops right back up, and he lunges into the box. And it was a decent chance for Manu del Moral. In the end, Mojica, though, with a couple of options, maybe gets a bit too cheeky with it in tight spaces. Here's Mojica now. Manu del Moral. Mojica made maybe a mistake in leaving it behind Hermoso. The Colombian has had quite an exciting start to his match. Hermoso. Mojica chases, but Córdoba takes over. And here now Nando Garcia. Fidel takes over in the middle. Fidel charging at defenders. This is a chance for Córdoba to filter some bodies in the box. It's deflected by Valladolid. Hermoso out to cover. Nando Garcia gets to it and earns a corner for the visitors. Marcelo Silva. Short corner perhaps to be taken here from Córdoba. Set piece from the training ground that didn't work out too well, and now Valladolid have a chance to break on the other end. Valladolid pushing numbers forward, and it was decent defending, but given right back by Córdoba, who did their part just to halt the counterattack momentarily. And now Juanpe, or excuse me, that's Moyano, of course, on this right-hand side. Decent vision from Juanpe, and now flag was up. It was Juan Villar looking for Rodri, who just drifted in behind the defenders a step too early, as we'll see on the replay right here. And yeah, it's a good call from the linesman over here on the near side. Well, Rodri, Juan Villar, and Manu del Moral, they've been licking their chops, haven't they, at the top of this Valladolid attack. They've been offered plenty of occasions, and well, you see the fruits of their labor. 2 goals on the scoreboard to the good for the home team. Chisma having words with David Medie. Unhappy with the start, unhappy with some of the calls perhaps from the man in the middle, and well, they know that they've got to try to keep pace with Deportivo Alavés, and they have not had the start that would suggest they have too many options to do that here today. Hermoso, Mojica. Mojica's got the pace. He's got the skill to take on a defender. He's going to try it right here. Mojica, decent ball in. Oh, it was Juan Villar who had it fall right on his laces. And it was a brilliant ball from Mojica from the far side, wasn't it? Didn't have much space. And Chisma gets it all wrong after having words with the ref. He might have to have some words with himself, as he left Juan Villar, or excuse me, yeah, Juan Villar all by his lonesome. And Jose Luis Oltra, well, He's taken off the jacket as Valladolid have just turned up the heat a little bit in the opening 25 minutes. Rubio pulling the strings in the middle. Mojica. Manu del Moral dinks it over the top. Running into the box was Rodri, but too far out, and you can see the understanding right there, even if the execution wasn't 100% on the dot. Well, next up for Córdoba, home match against Leganés, one of the teams that they lost to in the first round. Of course, they've only got 3 losses on the season. Excuse me, 6 losses on the season, 3 draws. Most recent loss to Mirandés, who we saw in Copa del Rey action in the midweek, dropping a 2-0 result to Sevilla. Mirandés, one of the revelations of Copa del Rey, though, haven't they been? And this could be a mistake from Moyano. Mojica does well to take over possession in the middle of the park, and Valladolid will slow things down. Mirandés with the midweek match coming up on Thursday. Valladolid next up, Alcorcón. Alcorcón sitting in that so sought after, so heavily prized 6th place, chance to get yourself into the playoff, and that's what Valladolid will be hoping they do here. Portugal, the manager for Valladolid, talked about this perhaps being a turnaround game in the season. Mojica allowed to stretch his legs, and how about Rima? He had to be sure of himself there as he left his box, and well, Mojica was certainly putting on the pressure. An endless pursuit of goal here from Valladolid. Finally cleared up and over the crossbar from Sisma. And have a look at Mojica. He has been great here this afternoon. Really causing troubles with his pace, and just about got a touch around Razak. Mojica's over there if they want to take the short corner, but it looks as though Valladolid's going to swing one in, and that's not a terrible ball, dealt with on the front post by Córdoba. Rebound attempt, not for the first time today. We've seen an ambitious attempt, and well, I think it's the same guy, isn't it? Hermoso. Must have a knack for those, must drill those in training, because he certainly doesn't lack the confidence here under the spotlight. Moyano. Córdoba just struggling to find possession, and here's another chance for Del Moral. Razak Brima did well to come off his line, and he's been one of the bright spots for Córdoba so far, at least on a few occasions. Of course, may have let that one squeak in and over the line from Mojica on the set piece, but even if he didn't, he was still guilty of it. And well, firing on all cylinders, aren't they, Valladolid? As any half chance they're taking on And why not after the start they've had in the first half hour? Well, it's been uninspired football from Córdoba, hasn't it? In the opening half hour, and you just got to wonder where the inspiration's going to come from. They've got Markovic, their leading assist man, on the bench, and how long will it be before we see Córdoba make a change? Oof, here's another chance for Valladolid, and you can see that Rafa Galvez is just overmatched when it comes to the speed. He is being left in the dust by these Córdoba attackers, and here's somebody who can really threaten anybody with his speed. Mojica drops it back to Rubio. Rubio switches the field of play. Here's a chance. A beautiful ball into the box to Juan Villar. Moyano did wonderfully well outside of the box to just have a little dink inside, and Juan Villar will be upset that he didn't do better from this gorgeous touch from the right back. Moyano again. Leao. Hermoso. Mojica now in the middle. Little miscommunication, and Córdoba could have taken advantage and pushed some bodies forward, but instead it's the captain Álvaro Rubio taking over, and well, the home fans will certainly appreciate the effort from the captain in the middle, who has been patrolling things. Mojica needed a better touch to take it down, but his quickness makes up for the touch, and oof, right outside the box. And well, this draws memories of goal number 2 that we saw just a few minutes ago. Really needless challenge outside the box as Juan Villar had his back to goal. Mojica and Manu del Moral will have a discussion over who will be the one to take it. It was that in-swinger that really caused problems from the other side from Mojica. Manu del Moral would have that opportunity right now, but we'll see who it's going to be to take it, and Brima's got to be on his toes. It'll be Del Moral to have a go at goal, and Brima might have got a touch to it. I think it was always rising, and well, as much as keepers want to make a save, they prefer a goal kick to spare a corner, and that was what Razak was asking from the referee, but no such luck as a corner to come here from the near side. Mojica to take. Five or six players in that 6-yard box, but instead it's going to be taken short. Mojica gets it back on the return pass, and it's cleared away from danger. Rubio will knock it back to Hermoso. Sisma going after it, and Sisma, a chance not only to shield the attacking player Rodri off the ball, but also a chance maybe to just vent some frustration that has been built up over the first 33 minutes of play, with Valladolid playing outstanding football to start this match. Well, Córdoba needs some answers because they have not had a response since minute number 1. This could be a chance, though, over the top, searching for Florin Andoni, he has certainly been stymied here. Córdoba maybe ready to make a change. They've got 12 minutes till halftime. It would be an awfully evident act of desperation for Córdoba to make a change before the half, but perhaps José Luis Oltra just weighing his options, as you can't be happy if you're the Córdoba manager with the start your team has had, especially considering Alavés Won yesterday, 3 points up on Córdoba. Victor Perez. This challenge getting meatier as the game winds on. Valladolid, frustrating brand of football so far, as Mojica is going to be asked to chase. And does he have the pace to get there? Unbelievably, he does. Certainly seemed like that was going to roll out into touch, but the Colombian doing a bit of showcasing of his speed, and he's been impressive here in the start. Nando Garcia into Luso. This is better from Córdoba. Garcia again. Oh, wonderful challenge. And it stays in bounds as it rolls around that far side touchline. And that's been the problem. Córdoba have not really had anything to do in the attacking third, and Valladolid will be quite happy with it. Well, we talked about Córdoba being tied for the most goals in Liga Adelante with 29. Behind them, or actually I should say in front of them, is Mirandés, who have 30 goals and sit in 11th place. So interesting disparity there, as Mirandés sitting in the middle of the table but scoring loads and loads of goals. Leao took the brunt of the follow through. I think it was Florin Andone. Flicked on, beautiful stuff, and Moyano for me has been one of the players of the match so far. Rubio. Back to Hermoso. And there you see Córdoba. They've got just a bit of a lack of pace at the back, and that starts with that man right there, Rafa Galvez, who, well, he's big, he's bulky, and he uses his body well, but he's been put to the test a few times with the pace of the Valladolid strikers, and anytime you've got that advantage, you're always a bit more motivated to make those runs behind the defense, and that's what we've seen here in this first half. Chisco, along with Andoni, has been starved of any opportunity here to start this match. Luso tapped out wide, and this is a chance perhaps for Córdoba to push some numbers forward. Dalmau into the middle, searching for Chisco Jimenez, but it's cleared out of danger by Javi Moyano. Who else? Decent ball in, dealt with, but not completely, as this could be a chance. It was Fidel who found a loose ball at the top of the box and had a shot on goal that was deflected. Sorry, that was actually Victor Perez. My apologies. There's Fidel with a chance to put an in-swinger in from the far side. Didn't get too far past the far side of that 6-yard box, and easily escorted into touch from Valladolid off the corner kick. That's Fidel again on the far side. Valladolid just skipping through defenders like they're not even there. Wow. Rafa Galvez does well. It's not always the most convincing looking stuff from Rafa Galvez, is it? But, well, it's effective nonetheless. It should be said that Stankovic and David are out for this game, suspended. Stankovic has had a red card last match, and David with yellow card accumulation. Javi Chica for Valladolid has also missed this game from suspension. Well, this is the last year at the helm for Córdoba president Carlos González, who is stepping down at the end of June, and it would be a fitting swan song to lure themselves into ascension, promotion, and well, they've started the season quite well, but this game has not been a summation of the start of their season for Córdoba so far. Oh, great takedown from Manu del Moral. Couldn't quite keep hold of it though, and Sisma does well to come in and intervene. Moyana. Manu del Moral. Del Moral in his first year as a Valladolid player. There's a chance now. Oof. Misunderstanding from Juan Villar. Rubio. Calmly back, and for as well as Valladolid have played here in the opening 41 minutes, Córdoba, if they were to squeak a goal right before halftime, it would surely be a welcome sight for Coach José Luis Oltra, because they have been outmatched here in the first half. Andre Leao taking the brunt of the blow, and maybe might need some attention from the medical squad here in Valladolid. Here you see Manu de Moral just making sure his midfielder's okay. Leao's had a nice game. Manu del Moral has started his career with Atlético Madrid, went to Getafe, then Sevilla, had 10 goals for Sevilla in 2011, 2012. Moved on to Elche and then Eibar, and now finds himself in Valladolid with a goal to his name here. Andre Leao, the Portuguese man, started in Cluj. This is a ball towards the back post, but it was always going to be Razak Brima who was favorite in the air. Leao back on the pitch now, draws a round of applause from the Valladolid faithful. It's a decent run. Taking on defenders was Luso, but once they get into that attacking third, it's been the story all day. Manu de Moral into space. That's a good touch from Del Moral, and out for Mojica. Body went down in the middle. Mojica has it all on his own, and that might disappoint a couple of attackers from Valladolid, including Rodri and Manu del Moral, who gave it up and was perhaps hoping to have it back. Sisma, he's been a naughty boy here, and you can see just a pull from behind, and in the end that may not be the most terrible decision, because they did have some bodies pushing forward, and in the end, Mojica elects to take it all on his own and skies it over the crossbar. Sisma does not escape the booking, though. Moyana with the throw, and for me, he's been one of the best of the bunch. And speaking of the best of the bunch, that's maybe the opposite right there. Galvez, who has really struggled here this afternoon against the speedy Valladolid attackers. Nicely done by Juan Villar again. Into the middle, who's there? And Mojica was slow to get there. It's cleared away from danger by Córdoba. We are into the 45th minute, into stoppage time, I should say. And Moyano again. Seen a few of those now, and that was Chisco Jimenez, who just held up play by extending an arm and batting that one out of bounds. He'll get the yellow card. And yeah, not too subtle there from Chisco Jimenez. Well, back to the drawing board in halftime for Jose Luis Oltra, who has seen a team that has been out of options in this first half in terms of pushing forward. Victor Alvarez through the middle. Nicely stepped in from Hermoso, and that's Mojica. That's it for the first half here, as a standing ovation for the home side. It's been brilliant. Well, David Medie had a couple of yellow cards to hand out in the first half, but no sort of controversy in the first half. That was avoided, but certainly have his eye watching closely at some of the Cordoba players who were just a bit frustrated towards the end of that first half. Sisma in particular was certainly making his presence felt to the Valladolid players. There is Andoni, who has been kept awfully quiet. He's the leading goal scorer for this Cordoba squad, but you wouldn't know it as you looked at the first half performances. Well, he was relatively anonymous. Sisma now into the fray for Fidel. Nicely sprayed into the middle from Rubio. Rafa Galvez enjoying a short little soiree forward. Here now is the danger man, Florin Andone. But the defending is perfect out wide. And that was who else but Moyano, who had a brilliant first half and looks to be keeping up the form in the second half. This is nicely done. Nando Garcia, excuse me, and bodies fell in the box. Two Cordoba players collide, but they'll have to get back up again. Victor Perez was looking to take advantage of a loose ball in the box. You have a look right here. Nando Garcia towards the back post, and it was Chisco Jimenez taking a tumble, and Victor Perez, who looked to take advantage of a loose ball sent out of the box. This is chance from the corner from the far side. Sisma puts it back in. There is the goal scorer, Marcelo Silva, who there was a bit of a question of who exactly got the second goal in the first half, whether it was Mojica or Marcelo Silva. In the end, they kept The goal scorer as Marcelo Silva is, well, it was ruled that Brima just did keep Mojica's free kick from crossing the goal line. He's been painted a frustrated figure, hasn't he, today? Dalmau and the rest of the crew have to sound things up defensively, but if they want any chance of getting back into this game and keeping up with Deportivo Alavés, they're going to have to push forward, and we'll see if Caballero can be the one to come off the bench and just provide that source of creativity in the middle of the park. Oh, wonderful touch from Moyano. Knocked off the ball, though, nicely. That was Victor Perez. Perez now. Very congested over there on that far side, but here's a chance for Córdoba, and he was in behind the defenders, was Andone. Was knocked to ground. Moyana draws the card out of the referee's pocket, and, well, you can see it was just a little nick from behind, wasn't it, who got Andone. May have felt as though he was beaten towards the end line, then it was all a calculated decision from Javi Moyano. Well, there's the big boy in the middle, Rafa Galvez. Well, when we started this match, the sun was tucked behind the clouds, but as we ran through the first half, certainly the sun came out and the heat was put on Jose Luis Oltra as his jacket came off, and certainly fumes have to be starting to boil over. Córdoba has not had an afternoon to remember so far, but that could all change. Rafa Galvez again, drifting out wide, just clogging up the middle of the pitch, wasn't he? And a foul cut to come. Shisma again. Nine fouls committed by Córdoba, and, well, that man took advantage of one of them right outside the box as he whipped it in with tremendous pace, leaving Razak Brima no chance to corral it. This one, a decent ball towards the penalty spot, but sent away. Alvaro Rubio was crashed into, and the late whistle came as the captain was thrown to ground. Nando Garcia, well, he was playing the ball, but he came right, well, I don't know if he was playing the ball or not. He had eyes only for Alvaro Rubio right there. And, yeah, the whistle came a bit late, but in the end, it was whistled right for Valladolid, and there's the Ghanaian. Manu del Moral might have a chance on goal, and in the end, it was easily taken from Brima, who saw it the whole way. Sisma now with a chance to stretch his legs. Into the middle, here's Andone. Tried to give it back to Andone, did Victor Perez, but not on the same page. And Mojica, who He's got the pace to take on defenders, but that one well played from Razak Brima, who has shown he's not afraid to come off his line and play that second sweeper. Someone down right in the middle of the pitch, but Córdoba continue to play. It's Nando Garcia, and Valladolid may have a case here to play on because Córdoba elected to as well. And now, good defending from Dalmo. As a matter of fact, that was Hector Rodas, wasn't it? Rubio. Rubio looks out wide. Heavy touch that just got away from Moyano. That was actually Juan Villar looking for Moyano, who put the ball into a dangerous area, but good link-up play. Caballero recently subbed on. Well, Valladolid's got a couple of options here in this second half, don't they? They can continue to press. That worked out for them well in the first half, as not only did they push bodies forward, but they really did a good job of keeping possession in their own attacking half. Córdoba had few chances in that first half of, let alone having some shots on goal, but also just knocking the ball around in the own attacking half, and Hermoso was involved there with Nando Garcia. Dalmo sent to ground. Andre Leao disagrees with the call, as we'll see the replay right here. He does get ball, doesn't he? Got a piece of Nando Garcia. Fidel now with a chance to swing one into the box, and well, it hasn't been working in the run of play. Perhaps the set piece is where Córdoba need to test Kepa. Fidel lofted up, easily taken by Kepa, who did just get a piece of a Córdoba player and sent out into touch once again. This will be a chance for Andone to lick his wounds. Now, there was a lofted ball up, wasn't it, from Fidel, who you want those a bit lower a bit. And it was Kepa who came out strong. Andone didn't know much about Kepa coming out and was falling the entire time. And Kepa might have just got a piece of the Romanian, who seems to be okay. They could really use their trigger man to find his scoring boots here in this second half. But if Miguel Portugal and the rest of the Valladolid defense have anything to say about it, they'll keep him at bay, which they have done for the first 57 minutes. In the opening act, it was Manu del Moral starting off early, and Marcelo Silva joining the party, and so far it's been a very good performance from Valladolid here at the Jose Zorrilla Stadium. Play on, says the referee. Manu del Moral, this is a good chance to slip around the keeper. And in the end, Juan Villar took a touch that was a bit too heavy, knocked him off of his line, but he has a chance to have a shot at goal. And good defending there from Córdoba, who have yet again been found on their back foot. Fidel just having to work so hard to find that pass in the back, and you can see the pressure really starting to frustrate Valladolid. or excuse me, Córdoba, I should say, and Jose Luis Oltra. He does get there, doesn't he, before Brima, who every time Brima's come off the line, he's been spot on, but that time he was beaten to the ball, had a bit of fortune favoring him as Juan Villar took a heavy touch, and this could be a chance. Andoni, flag stays down right outside the box, working on two defenders, gets to the end line. Andoni, this could be a chance. Gisco Jimenez went to ground. Rubio got a piece of the ball, and Gisco Jimenez was trying to perhaps sell it to the man in the middle, David Midie. Good run from Andoni, but that's always going to be Alvaro Rubio favorite to that one. Got there first, and here's a chance again for Fidel. Sent right back into the middle, Nando Garcia. Well, looking at trouble, Kepa, but that's not going to do the trick, will it? Hermosa making that run down the line, but Rodri doing a good job of holding off defenders and just keeping possession. This could be a chance. Mojica. Manu del Moral. Looks towards the end line, and here's a chance for Rodri. Rodri in the corner, working on Rafa Galvez. Here's Manu del Moral. Sent across the top of the box. Rubio looking for the return pass. This is a great build-up. And Rubio sent in Juan Villar, but couldn't beat Brima. And again, Valladolid forcing the issue here. They are not satisfied with the 2-goal lead. They want more, and they did not come out in the second half to defend. Rafa Galvez. Home fans just starting to get into this match. They've been very spirited here over the course of an hour. Victor Perez has some space to operate. Perez looks for Andoni. Andoni in the box, and Kepa comes out and takes it quite easily, doesn't he? Andoni has found himself so often pushed out wide and just trying to provide instead of being provided to, and that was a cheeky attempt from Manu del Moral, and just apologizes to the referee before he can be shown any sort of booking. Córdoba is still looking for answers in the attacking half of the pitch. Over the top, this could be a chance, but it falls into the waiting feet of Brima, and Brima, that's something that Valladolid have to take into consideration, those long runs outside the area for Brima, who is playing almost as a fifth defender in the back. Gisco Jimenez, I believe, will make his way to the sidelines, and this will be a chance for some fresh legs. Raúl de Thomas. To make an impact on this match. Lovely flick towards the end line, and this could be a chance for Rodri to get behind defenders, but it was well worked by Hector Rodas, who was having none of it. Oh, lovely stuff from Mojica, and on the short post, that was Manu del Moral trying to catch Brima perhaps by surprise. Brima up to the task, though, and a bit of brilliance again from Mojica, who flicked it into the path of Del Moral. The Colombian had it once more, and another throw-in to be conceded here deep in the attacking third of Valladolid. Mojica, one time into the box and easily taken. Only one option in there for Mojica, and it was Rodri, who wasn't threatening too much. For as poorly as Córdoba have played, one goal gets them back into this match, and you got to think Valladolid know that. Manu del Moral got chopped down after a lovely flick, but here's a chance for Rodri. Rodri goes for the far post, but Brima was there, and Manu del Moral left to nurse his injuries on his own as play goes on. Andone. Or actually, that's the new substitute just introduced into the game, Raúl de Tomas, who had his diagonal ball into the box cut out. And Valladolid just wondering where the referee was as Córdoba continued to play. And maybe the home fans not too happy with Córdoba. As this was vicious, wasn't it? It was a beautiful flick from Manu del Moral, and Héctor Rodas got more than a piece of the number 20 in purple and white, and that was Del Moral. Brima does a bit better to push it wide than he did in the first half with the Mojica free kick, but that was a splendid save right there, as we see just the toenails of Razak Brima sparing goal number 3, and well, he's been called upon a few times. Manu del Moral taking his time to get off the pitch, and well, having some words with Héctor Rodas too. He knows there was a bit of cynicism in that, and well, the home crowd letting Héctor Rodas know as well. Manu del Moral seems to be okay over here on the near sideline, though, as he waits for the referee's word to re-enter the game. Hermoso to the inlet. Rodri has spent much of his afternoon working on a few defenders over by the end line, and he split the two, but couldn't catch up to it quite enough to turn that into a moment of brilliance. But Rodri has certainly been causing plenty of problems over there on the left side of the attack. Third change coming for Córdoba. The first two have not paid off just yet for José Luis Oltra. Victor Fernandez. Well, it's 2-0, but it could easily be 3 or 4 for Valladolid, who have had the lion's share of chances even since putting in the 2-0 in the 14th minute. Marcelo Silva was the goal scorer. And Mojica chopped down, but no call from the referee, and well, Hermoso does well to halt play. Flicked on from Mojica. Finds Rodri. Nando Garcia. Back into the middle of the park, and that's Caballero, one of the substitutes who came on in this second half, but this could be a chance for Valladolid. And look at Mojica with a full head of steam. Mojica now into the box. Mojica cut down his angle, and it was always going to be difficult as the pacey Mojica just carried himself into a very acute angle. And in the end, a chance goes to the wayside. Nicely done by the goal scorer, Marcelo Silva. Good bit of work by the substitute De Thomas to keep possession, and now Sisma might have a chance to put in a cross. Needed a bit more behind it, didn't it, as it was taken away by the first man. And here's a chance for Rodri, working one-on-one on Rafa Galvez. Rodri takes a step into the box, has a shot on goal, easily taken by Rima, and well, Rafa Galvez spared of his blushes there because Rodri was working one-on-one with the big center back. Mojica now. Run into the box being made by Juan Villar. Hermoso, some aways starting to ring out here at the Jose Zorrilla. And we are going to have another substitution. Victor Perez exits the match. And Markovic, with the most assists on this Córdoba team with 7, enters the match. And, well, is he what they've been missing here in the first 70 minutes? Certainly does play that creative role, doesn't he? And that's what they've been lacking here this afternoon, Córdoba, as they try to keep level with Deportivo Alavés, who won last night. A 1-0 decision versus Huesca. Hermoso quickly up, and this is Del Moral. Attracting plenty of defenders, and this might open things up. Oh, it was lovely stuff from Juan Villar, who smacked it off the post. Rodri with the rebound, still not out of danger. And it's Alvaro Rubio. Well, that was perhaps the chance of the afternoon from Juan Villar. And it was all set up by Manu Del Moral's meandering run into the middle of the park. And well, he went for power instead of placement, and I think the crossbar is regretting it, isn't it? It's still most likely rattling on the other end of the pitch. Kepa comes off his line and squeezes it before Markovic could get to the end. 10 shots on target for Valladolid, only 4 for Córdoba. And, well, you can see who's taking their chances better on the scoreboard now. Oh, that's lovely stuff from Alvaro Rubio, and Villar is in. Villar took it early, and it was way too easy for Rima in the end, as Juan Villar maybe trying to catch Rima off guard a bit, but it was a disappointing finish from the leading scorer of this Valladolid team. This is another chance, perhaps. Rima called upon again. And Oltra on the touchline is bewildered at what he's seen from his defenders so far. And that's bad stuff in the middle from Markovic. Slipped in, flag will stay down. This is a chance. And what is going on the Córdoba back line? They are allowing Valladolid to just walk right into the box, aren't they? They've been a bit wasteful with their chances, Valladolid. And 10 saves by Razak Rima. He has been kept awfully busy. And this a chance perhaps for Valladolid to make a substitution. Well, Manu Del Moral has had a great match, and he gets a well-deserved ovation. This is one of those matches he just came out, and you could see it from the first minute He was in the mood, wasn't he? Renella will come in, just introduced into the squad, and it was a gorgeous through ball from Alvaro Rubio, and Villar really disappoints with the finish, doesn't he? For a man who scored 9 goals on the season, that was the finish of a defender, wasn't it? It looked like he might have just rushed to judgment as he had some time. Maybe thought there was some pressure from behind and wanted to get rid of it early, but Brima will be thanking Villar for not making him work too hard. Into the middle, De Thomas. Easy effort for Kepa, who has been tested on only a few opportunities, and he's been up to the task. Sisma, who has maybe settled down a little bit since the first half. Rubio just sticks a foot in there and keeps possession, but gives it right back as he looked out wide for Juan Villar. And now Caballero opens up some space, looking for Rafa Galvez. Galvez, all too easily given away. Hermoso stepped in. Córdoba gives it right back, and 15 minutes to go. Miguel Portugal knows how important this 3 points could be, as they want to keep this great run of form going here in Liga Adelante. Maybe a sign of things to come for Miguel Portugal's team, who have showed perhaps their best performance here in this match against one of the league leaders. Rodri. Oh, Rodri. When you see the flicks and the tricks start coming, that's when you know it's been your sort of day, hasn't it? And Rodri was just not able to find Villar on the back heel, but the sort of day it's been has certainly invited a couple of cheeky touches from Valladolid. Andone. So often he finds himself out. He finds himself out by that touchline, doesn't he? And well, that's not where you want your leading goal scorer setting up camp. Markovic. Hermoso is going to be asked to chase as he goes deep into his defensive third. Launches the ball up to the halfway line, which is knotted out by Hector Rodas. Flicked on. That was the new man, Renella. Coming from Betis in the January transfer window. And making this side just a bit more attacking, isn't he? As he came on for Manu Del Moral only moments ago, and Del Moral has been one of the men of the match. Here's a chance, Markovic. Markovic has a go at goal, and Kepa had to react, and he did so very quickly. Markovic, who is the main man in the assist category on this Córdoba squad, but he took it all upon himself right there, and you can see in the middle of the area, it was De Thomas, and it could have been Andone, who were not happy with the decision. All too often we've seen those balls over the top from Córdoba. Really hopeful more than anything, and not finding anybody on the other end. And Álvaro Rubio getting a hefty round of applause. The captain will finish his shift with a 2-0 lead, and well, the Valladolid faithful will certainly be thanking the performance from the captain. Rubio off, Pedro Tiba on. There's a chance for Valladolid to find someone in the box, but sent away by Córdoba and nodded on. Sisma. Nice work there from I believe that's Renea. Pedro Tiba, excuse me. Pedro Tiba wearing the number 25 in the middle, taking Álvaro Rubio's spot. And just a bit too many twirls and turns. Fernando Garcia. And that's a look of a man who has just been exhausted of all his options, hasn't he? As Córdoba, you can see the body language. It's emitting through the television screen, isn't it? They are not looking like a team that's very motivated to try to pull level with Deportivo Alavés, and give a lot of credit to Valladolid. They have been frustrating in their play out here at home in the José Zorrilla Stadium. Oof, mistake there, and well, there was a reason for it, wasn't there? As Rafa Galvez was sent to ground. Just a little tug of the jersey. 10 minutes to go here from Valladolid. Well, as soon as the sun came up, that's when Valladolid started to really put this performance, and this could be another chance. Oh, Renea had a go at the defender. He was the last man back, wasn't he? And this could be Mojica, who nods it all the way across the face of goal, and it's still loose. But Razak Brima finally finds a grasp of it, but Mojica was the one who sent it across, and well, another troublesome moment for Córdoba in the defense. Fidel. Dalmo. Just unable to keep possession in the middle third. And then let's have a look at the replay. Mojica skied for and did exactly what he was asked to do, didn't he? As he nods that in front of goal and really tempts Brima. Javi, or actually that was Rodri, who couldn't get the final touch. But another bit of good play from Valladolid, who have had their chances to put a third on the scoreboard, but Córdoba have been resilient in defense in this second half. Bending but not breaking, I suppose, is the correct term for it. But were they already a case that was beyond repair after the first half? But Rodri is going to exit, and very much deserving of the applause he's receiving here at Jose Zorrilla Stadium. Didn't get his name on the score sheet, but he really did impact this game in many other ways. And he spent some time in Sheffield Wednesday, 1860 Munich, and now he seems to be enjoying his football. Diego Rubio into the match. Córdoba know they're running out of time to even salvage a point, as they may be left 3 points behind the league leaders, Deportivo Alavés. Valladolid will feel no sympathy as they're trying to make a climb into playoff positioning, though, and they have done a fantastic job. They've just got to finish off the 90 minutes. Now Hermoso. Leao drops it back, and there's a chance for Juanpe to have a touchback. Mojica had to be sure of himself in some traffic, and that wasn't the touch that he was anticipating, but he does well defensively to spare his blushes. Hermoso now playing out of the back, and this is good stuff from Valladolid, but Mojica again in the defensive third, giving it away. Here's a chance now. Andone, but has had his space closed down. Ball sent back into the box. Markovic with the shot. Rebound attempt perhaps. Sent to the penalty spot. And Córdoba still starved of a goal, as they had maybe one of the chances of the afternoon. Markovic turns out of some trouble and finds some space. Over the top, here's a chance now. Andone Kepa with the save. He's been called on just a few times here in this match in front of the home fans, and well, he has impressed so far, hasn't he? The Atletico Bilbao product, who will certainly be attracting some interest from his home club. Oh, great takedown from Javi Villar, who put it in front of goal, but nobody was there with the finish. And that's a great ball over the top. Andone had to take it first time, and Kepa was ready for it. How about the dink over the top from Fidel, too? It was a great vision to find Andone making the run into the box, and Andone, maybe on a different day, tucks that behind Kepa, but it's been all Valladolid here in this one. Mojica sent to ground. Hermoso has put in quite the shift as the cramps starting to sneak in. Oof. Foul comes, and Hector Rodas was the one who was whistled for the infraction. Renella doing a good job holding the defender off, and it was strong stuff, but well, Hector Rodas saying, well, I wasn't the only one, playing a bit of a tug of war with the jersey. Renella was also not innocent in the matter. Diba and Mojica will stand over it. Mojica donning the captain's band now since Alvaro Rubio's exit. might be Tiba. No, it will be Mojica, and Tiba's going to get a crack at it, won't he? But very calm one-hopper to Brima will just evade any danger. Tiba, loose touch in the middle, and Markovic takes over. Sprays it out wide, trying to find De Tomas. Quick restart off the foul, looking for Mojica, and it'll be whistled back as Renea doing a good job again, holding off. This time it's the other center back, Galvez. Tiba plays it into the box, and a chance perhaps. Diego Rubio, who came on the end of that after it was let go at the top of the box by Renea. Bit too tall for the former Betis man, and Diego Rubio had a chance at it, didn't he? Difficult skill to keep that in play, but they do so well, does Valladolid, and Mojica in a disappointing cross from the near side as we are into the 90th minute. Miguel Portugal applauding the effort from his side, who have held up strong in this second half after going up 2-0 early on in the first half. Well, we talked about the 4-1 thrashing of Tenerife for Valladolid, but this could be one of the performances of the year for the home side, as they have come off the block and really not giving Córdoba any options at all. Into stoppage time now. Let's see how many minutes. It'll be 3. Tiba challenging in the middle of the park, sprayed out wide, and here is Nando Garcia with some space. Juan Villar tracking all the way back, the leading goal scorer in the box, doing some defensive work. Here's a chance now. Córdoba, Kepa with the stop, and that's the kind of day it's been for Córdoba. A wide open shot on the back post, and Kepa was there to answer. It was Fidel who has been one of the better players for Córdoba here this afternoon, but, well, couldn't even get the consolation goal in stoppage time, and Córdoba has been showing a bit of promise in the attacking third, but really it's a case of too little too late, and, well, that had to be a safe and secure nod back to the keeper, but Kepa was not troubled at all, and, well, the fans have just about seen enough. They're ready for the final whistle, but they're going to have to wait another 90 seconds. Sisma. Next up for Valladolid, they will travel to Alcorcón. That is on the 30th of January. For second place Córdoba, they will return home to take on Leganés, a team that beat them in the first round, and well, in the first half of the season, I should say. And how about this reaction from Kepa, who Sisma put in a very good ball over the top of everybody. Hermoso got it wrong, and Kepa was oh so right. Nando Garcia Well, he has been a silent figure at the head of the Córdoba attack. So often we saw him receive the ball out wide and out of position to really make a run at goal, test Kepa. And that should just about do it here from José Zorrilla Stadium. A brilliant performance in the first half, something that Miguel Portugal will be hoping to see a bit more of as we get closer and closer towards the end of the season. Rayo Valladolid climbing ever so, well, I shouldn't say ever so slightly. They've been making a big climb up the league table, haven't they? And aspirations to get into that playoff position. And